Right then, welcome back to the channel, and here's the player ratings, and it's not gonna go well for some of them, I can guarantee, but this is what we do. All right, Onana, after a great start to the season, where we was literally talking about him being one of the players of the year, he's had a couple of weeks where he's just not been at it, has he? And it was a bit of a disastrous performance from him. The major sort of talking point is his failure to deal with Cunha's cross / whatever, second corner conceded by United in a week. Only recorded one save, failed to claim a single cross, and only completed 14 out of 23 passes. Not a good performance from him whatsoever. His confidence appears to be a little bit shaken. He's not commanding his box. He's not really sweeping up behind the defence. He's not having a good old time. Is Onana. So that's worrying. It's a 4 out of 10. The holidays are here, and let's face it, everything we do this season is going to be online. From finding the perfect gifts to streaming the classic Christmas movies, being online is part of the magic. But don't forget about protecting your data and privacy while you're doing it. And that's why Surfshark's VPN is the ultimate stocking stuffer for yourself this year. And here's the holiday surprise. Right now, you can get 4 extra months free of Surfshark. Just go to surfshark.com/Howson to grab this exclusive Christmas deal. And don't wait, this festive offer is not going to last long. Surfshark hides your IP address and encrypts your connection, giving you peace of mind while you browse, stream, or shop. If you want to watch holiday content from another country, Surfshark's got you covered. You can change your virtual location with just a click, unlocking access to content from around the world. One account works across all your devices, so whether you're wrapping Christmas presents with a laptop by your side, checking the holiday deals on your phone, you're always protected. Plus, Surfshark's clean web feature keeps ads and trackers out of your way, making browsing smooth and safe. Make this season stress-free and secure by heading to surfshark.com/Howson to take advantage of this festive deal. 4 extra months of Surfshark for free and their 30-day money-back guarantee. So thanks to Surfshark for sponsoring today's video. Start your holiday browsing securely today with the link in the description. Right, let's get into the defence. Maguire, I'm going to say 7 for Maguire. He led the defence with 11 clearances, which is the most in the game, 5 blocked shots. Was pretty decent in the face of the pressure that we got from Wolves. He was all right in aerial duels, won 4 out of 7. He was pretty solid. Again, struggled with progressing the passes. Plays it sideways a lot, plays to the back foot of his receiver a lot. On the surface of it, 49 out of 58 passes, 84% pass accuracy is not bad. Lost the ball 10 times. Was forced into a couple of errors by pressing, and he was a little bit reactive with his defending. But that could have been due to the midfield not really doing a great job screening, I think. But it was a 7. He was probably one of the better defenders, actually. Martinez, 5.5. A little bit better in possession, probably stood out. He was 39 out of 44, 89% pass accuracy. I feel like Wolves didn't allow him to be the free man, and I feel like they were stopping him getting on the ball by marking him. And when Maguire had the ball, they would leave Maguire to it, but mark Martinez, and I think they did that because he's the more dangerous sort of progressor of the ball, and it worked for them. He did contribute defensively. He had 6 defensive actions. His physicality was less impactful, and he didn't win his key duels, really. He only won 2 out of 5, allowing Wolves to sort of exploit the space down his side, which has been picked up on. But yeah, it was a pretty below par performance, I thought, from Martinez. Need him to be a bit more vocal and a bit more demanding when it comes to the organisation at set plays. For me, he's the senior. I know Maguire used to be the captain, but he's the senior player in that back line for me. He's got to get a grip of it. So 5.5 for Martinez. Mazraoui. Again, one of United's better performances, as usual. 9 defensive actions, decent composure on the ball, 48 out of 58. Did offer width in attack. Tried 5 long balls, only one of them being accurate. Did manage to complete a cross, which we are so bad at crossing at the moment. But his influence waned in the second half under the pressure that we got from Wolves, actually. So a 6.5, I think, for Mazraoui. Euro, I'm going to say 6 again for him. He was a little bit more involved in terms of defensive actions. He had 8 defensive actions, showing that he can defend, and I think he can defend. He defends the channel real well. He's not as aggressive in the duels as I would like, and maybe that's a little bit of settling in, both to himself as a player, but also into the Premier League a little bit. I think that's something. On the ball, I think he's fine. 32 out of 37 passes, 86%. He was efficient. He was quite conservative with it. He only lost the ball 5 times. But, there's more to come from him. I'm not worried about him. I think it'll be a season of settling in and getting used to it, getting used to everyone else. Obviously, he didn't really have a full preseason because of his injury. You can see the potential in him when he's playing, so not worried. But I'm not going to tell you he's been having fantastic performances when he's not. There's room to improve in his performances, but like I said, not worried about him. Although, Dalot, a little bit worried. Like, he's on a real skid of form at the moment. He's a 5 out of 10. Another difficult game. I felt like he was targeted by Wolves a little bit, certainly after Bruno went and didn't really give him any cover in front of him. He had 2 tackles, 4 clearances, lost possession 19 times, which was the highest on the team. Only completed 2 out of 7 long balls. His crossing was, I think, inconsistent is the kindest thing I could say about it. He's just not figured out how to play properly in this system just yet. I think he's got to figure that out. As soon as he figures that out, we might get a bit of a play. Like, you can see he cares. You can see he gives a shit. It's not a lack of effort with Dalot, but he's, again, like Euro, I'm not going to tell you he's playing well when he's not, because he's not. So he's got to improve. 5 out of 10. A contrasting midfield, actually. Ugarte, I'm going to say a 7. I could even make it a case for a 7.5, actually. Ugarte's effort was one of the few positives I thought for United. He led the team in terms of tackles with 4. He won all of his ground duels. His passing was solid, 30 out of 35. It provided real stability and a real platform for us. Didn't really offer too much going forward. He's not there for that. The contributions in defence were fantastic. The contributions to offense were minimal. He managed a single shot. It was off target. But I really like what he offers this team. It's quite a pigeonholed kind of role that he offers, of just raw defensive anchorman. But it's required and it's needed. And I enjoy watching him play at the moment. And I think he plays with a real grit, real determination, and actually a little bit of intelligence as well. And I like him. I really like what he's offering at the moment. So 7 out of 10. Kobbie Mainoo. Again, he's shown flashes of creativity. There's times when he gets on the ball and he goes past someone and you go, oh, you can see that there are gears for him to go through, but unlocking the consistency in that's going to be the biggest challenge for the gaffer. He did create some chances. He had 3 key passes, but he didn't really impose himself either physically or with the ball. He lost the ball 11 times. He only completed 69% of his passes, which this is a deviation from what we've seen with Kobbie Mainoo since he broke into the team. 20 out of 29 passes is not what you get from him. And he also didn't really contribute defensively. Only 1 tackle, 0 interceptions. He was leaving gaps positionally that Wolves, I felt, exploited. So it's a 5.5 out of 10 performance from him. And I think, am I worried about him? No, but let's be honest, he's not in good form at the moment. I think there's, like I said last week, actually, there's flashes in him. And there was flashes again yesterday. But we need to turn those flashes into games again, because there was times last season where he was just mega every week. Oh, mega. The sort of form that you're seeing from Ahmad at the moment, we saw from Mainoo last season. And I believe he can get back there. I want to see him get back there, because I think he's one for that you can really build a team around. Right then, forwards. Bruno Fernandes. It's a 3 out of 10. It's a 3 out of 10. Second yellow, so early into the second half for just a reckless challenge. He did have 3 key passes and 1 accurate cross, but he was ineffective in possession. He lost the ball 13 times, 82% pass accuracy. he was awful in his duels. He only won 3 out of 12 of his duels. And this is the thing that's annoying me with him at the moment, is he's going into stuff and he's getting himself reds and yellows because he's getting involved in nonsense. But he's not a good tackler. He's not a good defender. So stop going in, like being in the way. The first D defending, right? Everybody knows is D for delay, right? Delay. Be in the way. You don't have to go to ground. You don't have to make contact. Sometimes just being in the way is more than enough. It slows down the progression of the opposition. It means they can't just pass it through. And it means you stay on the pitch for 90 minutes. That game was lost yesterday, the second Bruno Fernandes went and got in a shower. There was no way United with 10 men. I mean, we weren't opening up with 11 men. With 10 men, there was only going to be one team that won it. And it certainly wasn't going to be Manchester United. Diallo. Someone who is in form, but didn't have a good game yesterday. 5.5. He obviously tried to inject some energy into United's attack. He completed 3 dribbles. Defensively, he was there with 3 tackles. But his end product wasn't there. He didn't register a single shot. He didn't register a single key pass. Only 20 out of 25 passes. That's low for him, really. He's usually a lot more reliable on the ball. I wonder, is he more effective and are United more dangerous when he plays as the right wing back? Because since he's moved centrally, City game aside, you know, where he was excellent in that game, maybe because we played off the back foot a little bit in that game, he's not, the team hasn't been good. He's been individually been fine, but I wonder, does the team benefit more when he plays in that right wing spot? You know, we're not going to know that until we get a bigger sample size of him playing in either of those 2 positions. But yeah, he was ineffective for once, actually, yesterday. Rasmus, isolated, starved of service, just 14 touches, failed to register a single shot on target. Yeah, I empathise and I sympathise with him, but at some point, mate, you've got to go make it happen yourself. You've got to go make it happen yourself. And if the ball's not coming to you, you've got to be better in your duels. You've got to go win it. You only won 3 out of 12. It's not good enough. Wolves have got a physical defence. Yeah, they have. No doubt about that. But you've got to be better. You've got to be more dominant with your physicality. You've got to get on the ball. You've got to make things happen. I don't think his movement is elite when the ball's going into the box, when United are breaking. I don't think he has that lateral movement to create a space. He's very linear with his running. And I think he's leaving a lot to be desired when it comes to leading the line for us. He offers pace in behind, but he can't hold it up. His link play is not good enough, and his in-box play is not good enough. You know, when United are struggling to score goals, I think his finishing's good. I think that aspect of his game, if you are spamming chances for him, he'll put them away. He's got really high finishing numbers. But the rest of his striking play, the rest of his forward line leading, leaves a lot on the table, I think. So 4 out of 10. And a 4 out of 10 for Xerxes as well. He got involved with 3 passes. He had 5 touches of the ball. There wasn't any level of meaningful contribution from him. 4 out of 10. Garnacho lost possession 5 times and only completed 3 passes. He epitomises the headless chicken sort of attack that United have got at times. He just didn't influence the game in a positive sense. He tried, obviously, but and brought energy, but he didn't trouble anyone and lost the ball for the final goal. So it's a 4 out of 10 as well. Eriksen tried 5 crosses, only 1 were accurate. Lost the ball 10 times. We literally he came on to try and spam chance creation and didn't. 5 out of 10. And then the gaffer. Tactical adjustments were limited. Subs didn't work. Hasn't fixed United's vulnerabilities on set plays. That's glaring. The decision to keep Marcus on ice might end up biting him in the arse, given the complete lack of attacking threat. He's got to stabilise and turn it around. And I worry for him because the next 3 games, he's already starting to look. When Ollie and Jose and Moyes all just looked shell-shocked as United manager. He's already aged 10 years since he came, hasn't he? I understand there's significant pressure on him, but he don't look like he's dealing with it too well at the moment. We need some wins under our belt quick. And he needs backing, and he needs some signings that can actually take this system and formation forward. Otherwise, I do worry for him. But it's a 5 out of 10 for him yesterday. Let me know your ratings, and let me know which ones you agree or disagree with, or any of the points that I've made in the comments. And I'll see you in the next one. Laters. Hey, thank you for watching the video. If you are new around these parts, then don't forget to subscribe. My channel is proudly supported by my community on Patreon. If you'd like to get a little bit of extra content, a Discord group, meetups, five-a-side games, weekly podcasts, behind the scenes, and even an occasional bit of transfer news as and when I get it, then for the price of a pint, you can show your appreciation for the content that we make and get some goodies for doing so as well. Check the link in the description or click the button right here. You'll also find all of my socials here too if you want to follow me on any of those platforms. Nice one.